I'm actually looking to be on the top right now because they are not focused on getting their units out quick enough. He built way too many spores rather than just units. It's good to get a couple, but I feel like he went a little overboard. In StarCraft 1, defense was a little bit smarter of a move than StarCraft 2. But StarCraft 2 is... it's a lot alike, but the way people play is completely different. Now notice how I'm running from this Archon. I actually ran from them just a second ago too. Mutalisks pump out a decent amount of damage because their damage is splash damage, but they have very low health, and generally you do not want to try to take on an army with Mutalisks. Mutalisks are a very harassy type unit. You want to get in there, do some damage, and get out. Look, purple's not even paying attention at all. See how I probably could take this Archon down, but Archons, as you can see, verse biological, which Mutalisk, pretty much everything Zerg is biological. It does 35 damage, and it is splash damage. That hit he just did hit all like maybe about 3 of those Mutalisks. Archons completely wreck Mutalisks. He's got these in here, which is a bit of a mistake for him to engage with all these spore crawlers here. And I'm just heading back because I felt as though I did plenty of damage. At this point, I feel as though now we have the economy upgrade. So basically what you're going to see me do here is continue building units. I think in a couple minutes here I'm going to build an expansion down there. It's good to expand when you get that economy advantage, but it's not necessarily needed. Yes, it will put you even more ahead, but at the same time, when you already have the advantage, keep building units. If you have more economy than them, you know you can build units quicker than them. Usually when you do that, you're going to want to pull out and take about 3 to 4 minutes to build up. But me being a harassy type build here, I'm not going to take that full 3-4 minutes. I took about 60 seconds to get a couple more Mutalisks out. I think I'm building a couple more here. Setting them up. Now I'm gonna get right back in there. So I see it. He's got a couple of units. I could probably take these on, and oh, I do. Yep, I do take them. So immediately after that, instead of getting this base again, I'm gonna take down his probes. I think that I have enough time to get it down, but no, he brings in some Mutalisks. I could probably actually take those Mutalisks right here, but I was a little afraid of the Stalkers, so I back it out and attack so that I could have the complete advantage and isolate these Stalkers before I try to take on the Mutalisks. But yes, I felt as though I did enough damage again, so I'm going to back it out and continue building. Again, that is like a very common Zerg strategy. Take out their workers, continue building. Take out their workers, continue building. Normally, a lot of people make the mistake of, oh, I just killed their workers. I know I keep saying this, but I really want to emphasize the point of just because you have an economy advantage, do not get too greedy like they did. They took Blue's base out, and they just thought they could sit around and expand, and they really weren't building too many units, which is what allowed me to get in here and do the damage that I did. It basically was 2 versus 1 this whole time since Blue's been knocked out, but I've been able to just run around doing damage because, again, they were not using their resources wisely. Alright, so purple here looks like he's coming in for a bit of an assault. He's trying to be cool like me, get in there and get out, but he doesn't even get all the workers. He got most of them, which is a good play, but wow, look at my army of mutas. I have 1 weapons upgrade, whereas they have 2, but amount of numbers that I have is just ridiculous in comparison. I made a mistake here and I split them up. He could have turned around and taken me. It was probably about an even match there because my army got split in half. But since he's got the 2 upgrades, whereas I only have the 1, he could have probably done a lot of damage. Now, here, this actually was a bit of a mistake on my part. It wasn't a huge mistake because I do damage here, but if I have the economy advantage, I could have, and I got another expansion coming in, I could have waited another minute or 2 and gotten a lot more units. As you can see, I have 2,000 minerals, 900 gas. That could have been a lot more units, and I would have absolutely wrecked them. I do a lot of damage here. I do get all his Mutalisks down, but I decide that I do not want to face that Archon with all those Stalkers around it. I could... Oh, see how they're in that line? Anytime you see somebody in a line, you want to try to take them on. A very common mistake you'll see people do is they will attack in a line, and you'll just kill them right in that line. You always want your units to be in a bit of a wall, like going from here to here. If I was going that way, I want to have a wall like this. Ground or air, you want that wall to try to surround them. If you get a U around them, you're going to have a huge advantage on the fight. Just because you're absolutely surrounding them, whereas they'll have some people in the back that won't even be able to attack, but I'll have everybody attacking because I will be in a line and a wall, just a wall of doom. You'll see a lot of people trying to attack in blobs. When you have air unit, it's not as huge of a deal, but it's still something you want to try to practice. So again, I probably could have taken those units out. Looks like I have 8, 16, 24, 25 Mutalisks. Oh, I could have just checked right there. This is a big thing. To be able to do that, basically what is here is you can save groups of stuff. You can save buildings. Like number 3 is all my hatcheries. All you have to do to hit that is hit... Control and then the number you want to save it to. Now these are the numbers, not the number pad, the numbers up at the top, like with the exclamation point for 1, 2 is @ those numbers. Basically all I have to do to select all my Mutalisks is just hit the number 1 and I have them all selected because I saved them to the number 1. Anytime you see me get my hatcheries, we'll wait for me to do it here. You'll see whenever I'm selecting something, I'm not actually clicking on it. All my hatcheries are spread out. I got 2 there, 1 here, and 1 over here, and I'm building another one. But actually, I only have the 3 selected, the 3 over in my main base area. But all I have to do is hit the number 3, and I have them all selected. I think you'll actually probably see me do that here. Yes, I hit number 3, and then I had all of them. And basically I'm building a whole bunch of drones right now. You really want to use hotkeys for everything. Even when you attack, don't hit the attack sign, hit A and then click down. As you saw, I built those drones really quick because one thing I do when I'm building with Zerg is I'll be hitting D and I'll also be clicking. This game's over. They actually leave the game right here. I gave Blue enough time to be able to build up, and he just absolutely wrecked. But I do want to show you that thing about, like, if you ever decide to play Zerg, how I really build with Zerg.
Mineral field depleted.
Alright, okay, so I'm about to select my hatchery here with the number 3. Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, did I already pass it? No, yeah, it's about to happen.
Our allies are in combat.
Right after I kill these roaches. So I select my hatcheries here. here. Okay, so I just hit 3, and then to select the larva, I hit S. Alright. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put my mouse here. Now, notice how morph to drone. It'll actually tell you right next to it, like right in this area, right where my mouse is right now. It'll say right next to morph to drone what the hotkey for that is. It is actually D. What I actually do, instead of just hitting D really fast, I actually put my mouse over the drone. When I have this many larvae selected, I'll put my mouse over the drone, and I'll be clicking the letter D and my left click, so that I'm really hitting 2 as fast as I normally would be hitting 1. Every second counts. That's going to save a second or two, and in the long run, these seconds really add up in StarCraft 2. So this is just something that I wanted to show you. I could have told you all this while we were playing a game, but it's a little bit easier to actually watch some games. I know that in Han you guys watch games as well. So yeah, I will hopefully be playing with you guys soon. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I got for this video. Hope you enjoyed it.